sipping. Gotta make sure that nobody else gets it. I'm sorry, but I have it and you have it, or you'll get it. So forget it, don't sweat it, just let it be. I'm telling you, Ebola's not the enemy. Listen, I have Ebola, and you have Ebola, and we have Ebola. Everybody has Ebola. Selena has Ebola. Justin has Ebola. Taylor has Ebola.
Grandpa Al has Ebola. Guy Shea has Ebola. Shitty Little Village, but Debbie Daly has Ebola. And K-Tap has Ebola.
Airports. Check if he's black. He could have Ebola, so send him back. In fact, keep an eye on the black eyed peas. Mostly black and guy. Don't worry about peas. And the Cosbys could have Ebola. Also Oprah. Let's just close up Detroit till this crisis is contained. Don't let the Obamas on the plane, cause they black. They could have Ebola. Might as well also watch for A-Rab. If they have a brown face, we'll keep them safe in Guantanamo Bay. I'm sorry everybody for the drama, but we're gonna get Ebola if we let black people in. Ebola's not a country in Africa, it's the whole continent. I have Ebola. You have Ebola. Obama has Ebola. Kanye has Ebola. Will Smith has Ebola. Tupac has Ebola. Steve Harvey has Ebola. Magic Johnson has Ebola. And Aiden, City and Biggie and Jay-Z and Nas have Ebola. Stephanie DJ and Kimmy Gibbler have Ebola. Every shady little village in Africa has Ebola. Every city in America's getting it now. Just go with the flow. You have Ebola. Your mom has Ebola. Your Uncle Tom has Ebola. Ariana has Ebola. Ben Affleck has Ebola. Matt Damon has Ebola. He got it from Ben Affleck. The Kardashians have Ebola. Ebola. I have some Ebola. We all have Ebola. We need some Ricola and some Pepsi Cola. Tommy has Ebola. Billy has Ebola. Jason has Ebola. Trini has Ebola. Oh, wait, no, she died years ago.
This is Debbie of the Debbie Dating Network here on Spreaker.com, and you're listening to the Kevin Kierstead Truth on Tap. Tap, 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 tap.
Tizap, tizap, tizanga, tizanga, jazanga. I'm in the jazanga. I'm in the Jumanji. I love words that end in vowels, man. That's why I keep playing the Ebola song. I think deep down I'm probably a Spaniard at heart, because, you know, everything's all rico, la Ebola, dido, la gilo, la everything. I mean, and then in the French language you have some of that, but so much is silence, you know. French waste a lot of letters, man. And I know this dude that Apocalypse hooked me up with. We're talking. He's a mad Frenchman. I mean, it's hilarious even on the surface. And I'm not picking on him, but he's like Napoleon, and he drinks, so he gets pissed off about everything French, and he knows everything about French military, and he's pissed off about everything. He's a mad Frenchman, mad about everything. Not only what happens in France, but what happens outside of France. He's still pissed off about World War I. This guy, Noel, I think is his name. Can't think of his last name. You know, I don't know him, but that's funny to me. That's hilarious. Not a lot of things are funny to me. Do you have things that make you laugh? I don't know. I've got this. This makes me laugh. Let's listen to this real quick.
That answers your question. We could go on all night like this. Yes.
You want to?
Yeah, it would be great.
What is your name?
My name is Ray Jessel.
Would you share with us your age? Is that rude of me to ask?
I've got plenty to share. 84.
The
I'm
84.
Wow. 84.
Are you excited to be here?
I've never performed before judges before. I've appeared before judges before.
Ray, what will you be doing for us today?
A song I've written.
Can't wait to hear it.
All righty.
Thank you.
song, yeah. Oh. Thank you, sir. Very good. That's wonderful. Okay. And for my second song, I'd like to... I met this girl, and she's just great. This girl I just adore. The problem is, she has much more than I had bargained for. She's got that style, she's got that smile, she's got the walk, she's got the talk, she's got that zing. There's just one thing, she's got a penis. She's got that flair, knows what to wear. She's got that face, that girlish grace. She's got pizzazz, too bad she has a penis. Now there's always some failure, always some flaw. Ain't that what they call Murphy's Law? But male genitalia, that's where I draw the line. Besides, hers is bigger than mine. My life's a mess, 'cause under that dress, she's got a P-E-N-I-S. Yes.
Now, I'm not going to sit here and make you listen to what the judges had to say to him. But yes, he did get 4 votes up. Because, but here we are in a sensitive age, aren't we? I mean, the Bruce Jenner, Caitlyn Jenner thing going on. You can't joke about that. That's somebody might commit suicide if they hear you talk like that. I can't make fun of a situation where I've met a girl and I find out she's packing. Well, that's not right. That's not fair. What else do I have to be careful about? What else? Everything? See, I like politically correct. But do we agree on the definition of politically correct? I find most things that are called politically correct are actually just being nice. But some things that are called politically correct are a little ridiculous. Manhole cover can't be called a manhole cover? Could it offends women? Am I just behind my time? I mean, in 100 years, will they listen to this podcast? Because, it's caught up in that internet machine now. And they're going to say Kevin wasn't sensitive about the manhole cover issue. How had he not advanced in that area when he advanced at so many others? And to those people, I think I'll have to say, you need to research your foundation of humor. Because what you've done is jumped on the bandwagon that says anything that might offend anybody must be bad. There's going to come a time when using verbs is going to offend somebody. And there'll be a group, and there'll be a support group, and they'll send out flyers and letters, and they'll do protest, and they'll say, when you use verbs, we hurt. Even though they're using a verb in that, the irony won't be lost on me. I mean, you see this obvious controversy brewing up with the unusual and inhumane levels of hypocrisy laced in with it. However, I do think that most politically correct things today regarding race, regarding sex, the glass ceiling's there, racism is there, this stuff's happening. You hear people say, and I've heard it, Debbie Daly's got a guy that comes on her show, I'm not going to say his name, you know who he is, says race doesn't exist. Well, yes, it does. Don't show me DNA. I don't give a fuck about DNA. I already know about DNA. Do you even know what DNA stands for? I'll bet if I hit him with that question, he wouldn't answer because he'd say, what? Gotcha journalism. It's deoxyribonucleic acid. Now, a lot of people don't know that. I hate to break it to you, but yeah, it means something. All right, so what? We're just like the blacks' DNA? That's fine. That's fine. But you know what is real? Racism is real. So I don't really give a fuck what DNA says. If you're trying to talk us out of racism, by trying to talk us into understanding that our DNA is so damn similar that we're really indistinguishable from one another under a microscope, then I'll tell you to come out to Texas and tell that to the police. And I'll tell you to go out to Missouri and to Baltimore and to South Carolina and to California. Remember Rodney King? Yeah, I think that was California. And I'll tell you, go tell them race doesn't exist. Because the problem is people are dying because they think race does exist. And cultures are changing because they're pretty sure race does exist. So I don't give a fuck what you can find under your microscope. What I care about is people dying because of their color and other people believing they're superior because of their color. And this changes depending on the country you go to. Racism everywhere. I read an article today about fucking Buddhists being racist and being hateful and being violent. You didn't think Buddhists could be violent? It is never a religion that is violent. It is the individual. And the worst thing that happens is our animal instinct, the emotional part of our brain, gets caught up in groupthink. You get around a group that gets mad, you get mad. You get around a group that wants to do something illegal, you'll do something illegal. And you end up with this lack of responsibility because you can spread the responsibility out across the group. There's an immediate feeling when you're in a group and you make a bad decision, I can blame him. He talked me into it. There are no evil, angry, violent religions. There are only evil, angry, violent people. And when they get in, and you get the natural hierarchy build up of leader and follower, and the leader decides he wants to take action and the follower follows, then you have a revolution on your hands. And all you can ask at that point is this for the right cause or a right cause? We're animals. And what people don't talk about often, and I wish we did, is that who knows the percentage? Maybe it varies from individual to individual. Let's say half of us is an emotional creature, and the other half of our mind is a logical and analytical creature. Those two things don't work well together. Yes, we have them all encapsulated in our cranial, not the vaginal. It's different. They're in there. They have to live together. But they're really just roommates. I know they're connected to each other, but roommates are connected by a carpet. They're two very separate things. The emotional part of your brain and the thinking, logical, pondering part of your brain, the one that does math and figures out what you're going to eat and decides when to go on vacation and who you might want to, be around in social gatherings. The emotional side reacts. It is a reactionary force. It also carries luggage, pain from the past, and it tries to deliver learning over to the logical and analytical side. But they're just roommates. And if I can give you an example right now. 2 motivational speakers. One is Les Brown. One is, what is his name? Wayne Dyer, I think. Dr. Wayne Dyer. I can't remember his last name. It's Dwyer or Dyer. Awesome speaker. Very smart guy. These 2 guys work on separate parts of the brain. Les Brown works on the emotional response. He can get you fired up and in a frenzy. Wayne, not so exciting. Not very exciting. He's going to ask you to think about it. And he's not going to try to go for that instant emotional appeal. Very different approaches, very different reactions they'll get out of people. If you want to kill the old version of yourself, and you probably do, if you want to make any progress in the future that the past is not setting up for you, then you just have to do that. You have to decide, I'm disconnecting myself from that person. I'll bring along the educational part, but I'm not carrying the luggage. And you can separate that if you take the time to. Most of it comes down to effort and will. Have you noticed that? People that succeed, they tried. People that don't succeed, they always have the but. I was going to do that, but. And what I don't like seeing is something I've been seeing lately is people marginalizing or actually really just adding this diminutive angle against formal education, classical education. There's no replacement for a classical education. I'm telling you. And Les Brown's a perfect example of that. He says, I didn't get a college education. I didn't get a college education. Then I hear him say something like, I didn't have a license, but I pretended like I had some. Some? About a license? Now, why would he say that? Now, I'm nitpicking here, but trust me, you're going to understand this after I'm done. He said license, and then he said some. And I thought it was an error, so I listened to another speech he did. He told the story over again. Said, I didn't have a license, but I pretended I had some. He said it again. He thinks license is plural because it ends in an S sound. This is where you will be caught if you decide to forego a classical education. I don't care how much motivation you can drum up and drive up given motivational speeches. Most of your hardcore, successful motivational speakers have an academic history behind them that is impressive. Some of them were neurosurgeons. Some of them were, university